Having parameters or being able to create parametric families is one of those features that gives us a lot of different options. Not only it boosts our creativity, but also it speeds up everything that we do in Revit. In this video, we are going to use these features and we will create a fully parametric partition that we can use in the interior sections. For example, we can use it in this part for separating this lobby, this entrance section with this kitchen, or maybe we can use it on counter in the kitchen to like divide some sections, or maybe we can use it as somehow a closet in the interior sections in maybe the bedroom, or for example we can use it in front of windows in the interior or on the exterior side for preventing sun to get inside the house. There are a lot of things that we can create and use with these partitions, and we're going to learn how we can create them the way that we can use them in all of these sections. So to start, I'm going to create a new family in metric profile. In this section, click on open. We're going to create the profile for our partition. I'm going to start with creating reference planes as always. In here, this side will be the width of our partition of the profile, and in this section we have the thickness. I'm going to create another one in this part. If you want to add a design to it, if you want to add shape, you can use it this way. Also, I will create a line in here, a straight line, and two other lines in two sides of it. I'm going to delete this one, and I will create some dimensions to be able to control this part better. I will set this central one in between all of these sections, make them equal, and then these two sections also will be in an equal distance based on this one. I will create another one in here, another section in this part, and one in here. Okay, I'm going to change my unit to meters and rounding on to decimal places. Okay, for the length or width, I'm going to select it. Let's assign a parameter for that. Okay, and for this part, I'm going to go with WA. Click on OK. These two sections could have a similar parameter, or you can assign different parameters for them. I'm going to select both of them, and I will create a new parameter for them. Let's go with just simply thickness. Click on OK, and then we are going to create our profile. I'm going to go to create section, and with this line I'm going to use this pick line and click on all of these parts. Let's turn the thin line off so we can see all of these parts. Make sure to lock them right now before you do anything else, and then we are going to trim them. I think I need to add another line in this part, lock it, and then we are going to trim them in modify section this way. In here, I need to create another one for this part, lock it, and then we are going to repeat it for these parts too, for here and in this part, and I think we are going to do it this way. Perfect. So this is going to be our profile, and as you can see, we can control each part of it. I will change the size of this section, this parameter, and I can create a formula based on this part. I'm going to go to family type. In front of this WA, I will write W, divide it into maybe 5 sections, something like this. I think it looks good, and click on OK. I also want to add a very small fillets in these parts, so we can go to line section and use this fillet arc from this part to here, and from this section to this part. Then we're going to click on these parts and change this scale, I'm going to select these two in this create parameter. Let's assign a name for that, radius, and click on OK. If this value is enough, we can go with this, and if not, you can go to family type and change it from this section if you want. I'm going to click on OK, and this is going to be our profile. Then I will go to file section and create a new family in English section and in metric generic model. Click on OK, and in here first we are going to change our unit. I will put this on meter, 2 decimal places, OK and OK. In this new family, the most important part is to create this form, create this model, the way that we can simply rotate it. And for that, we are going to first start with that section. For this, we need to have a reference line exactly from this center to this part. Then I'm going to align and lock this point with these two sections. Okay, after this, we are going to create a dimension, angular dimension like this, and we are going to assign a parameter for that. Let's call it angle. Click on OK. Go to family type, and in here, let's change this angle to 20. Click on apply, put it on 50. It's working perfectly, and I'm going to put it on 0. Click on OK, and let's go to the 3D view. In here, we are going to set our work plane on this reference line. I'm going to pick a plane, and in here with tab, you can select this section, and if you click on show, you can see the work plane. Now I'm going to create my shape exactly in this part. Click on this sweep while you are in 3D view, and then we are going to set again our work plane, pick a plane, and I'm going to click on this part. Now we can go to another view, maybe this front view, where we can see the part that we want to create easier. And in here, I'm going to create my path. If we go to this sweep section, sketch a path, I'm going to create it from this part to here. We are going to assign a parameter for this section too. I'm going to create a reference plane in this part, and I will create a dimension for that, select it, and let's call it h for the height. Then we are going to hit finish for the path, and in this part we are going to load, or from this section select the profile that we created, this one. I'm going to load it into my family in here, and now if we click on this section and select this family number 2, we can see it in here, and it will be exactly aligned with this part. I will hit finish, and if we go to 3D view, we can see the section, the form in here this way. Okay, if we go to family type and change this angle to maybe 20 degree, click on apply, as you can see this partition will work with this angle and reference line. I'm going to click on OK. And next thing I want to do before we load it into our main family is to bring all of the parameters that we created for this profile, because we might need some of them. If you go to family section in profile, family number 2, right click on this section, type properties. In here we have the radius, we have the thickness, width, and the smaller width. So this is the most important section we need. I'm going to create a parameter for that with the same name. On OK and OK. For the thickness, we can do the same, th, click on OK and OK. For the radius, another one, R, click on OK, and for this small section, I will assign the same name for this part too. Click on OK and OK. Now we have all of these parts in here, and we can use all of them in the main section. I'm going to put this on 0 angle, click on apply and OK. And now I'm going to go to file section and create a new family in metric generic line based, and I will click on open. In here, we're going to set all of the partitions in this part, and we're going to use array for making them next to each other and controlling them together. Now I'm going to load the profile to this section 2, family number 4, click on OK. And in here, let's just place it in this section. I will align it with this part and the back with here. Then I'm going to change the size we have in this part because we might need a few of these. Okay. And then I'm going to use this array from this part to here. Let's add a few number of these, and then I'm going to align it, this part with here, lock it, and the back of these sections with this part. Okay, so this is what we have right now. And to fix and fill all of these sections, we're going to write a very simple formula. I'm going to select one of these in their edit group like this, and I will create all of these parameters to this section 2. We're going to click on this part, create a new angle, click on OK and OK. We are going to repeat it for all of these parts. I will use the exact name to be able to control them better later. For the thickness, click on OK, OK for the width. I think these are everything that we needed. We don't actually need this part. Click on this section and OK and OK and OK. Also, you can create a parameter for its material too and bring it the exact way I did for all of these parts too. I'm going to hit finish, and now we have all of these parameters in here too. To control this part, we need to use this length, the exact size that we have in this part. And for that, because this is a default and instant parameter, we can't use it. And I am going to create a new parameter. Let's call it A. And I'm going to simply click on OK. This doesn't need to be assigned to any section, but we need to match it manually with the value that we have in here or in any other section that we might use these partitions there. So I'm going to use the same number in this section too. Click on OK. We have another parameter in this part too. It is exactly this section. It is the parameter that we are using for the number of these arrays. And to turn it into a parameter, we're going to click on this section. Give it a name if you want. Let's go with number. Click on OK. And now if we go to family type, in here we have this value. In front of it, we are going to write a very simple formula. We're going to say this A, which is exactly this length, should be divided into the value and the size that we have for each one of these parts, which is this one, okay, the W. I will divide it into W, and if I click outside, you will see the 7 number of these parts will be filled in this section. If I click on apply, we can see them in here. This section is because we cannot like fix these sections next to each other and fit another one of these in those sections. If you want to have a fixed value between them, you can simply add it to this formula, the same value. Maybe it is 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter, anything it is. I will leave it like this because there might be a lot of different things and I don't really want to like and they getting inside each other. So I'm going to go with it this way. If we click on OK and then load it into our project, click on OK, we better stay in the like one of these levels to like place it where we want it to be. For example, in this part, I really created this for this section. I want it to be for example, from this section to here maybe. Okay, And in here, if I select this partition, you can see that the value we have is 3.1, and we have a lot of a lot of gap between them, and I don't really want that. For fixing it, we are going to go to edit type and we are going to set it exactly on the same value. If we scroll down, you can see the number is changed, and if I apply, you can see they will be fixed next to each other. Let's also check the rotation, because that is a very important part for me. I'm going to put this on 30, click on apply, perfect. Let's also set it on, for example, 48, click on apply, perfect. I really like it this way. I'm going to put it on 10, click on apply and okay, and let's move it a little bit inside. We can also add another one for this part too. Let's go to this 3D view to see how it looks. If we select it and go to edit type, in here we have this height. I'm going to put this on 2.5, click on apply. All of them will work together, and I think this is a very perfect partition that we could create. If you want to have a lot of privacy, you can like simply create it this way. If you want to make it smaller, if you want to be a little transparent, you can simply select it and put this on maybe 50, maybe 60, even more than this, and you can create different shapes and moods with this. For example, you can use it in this part instead of this very thick wall. You can create it in here. Maybe you can create and use it in all of these sections. I'm going to select it. I know the size is very large, but I'm going to test it in those sections too. Let's create a similar from this section to here. I'm going to create a duplicate of these. Let's go with window, front, click on OK. I'm going to change this size to just 15. And then for this WA, I will go with maybe 3. For the height, we can go with 1.5. Of course, we can change it too. I'm going to put it on 0. And for the A, we are going to measure it later. I'm going to click on OK. And now we can see all of them in here. Let's see the size that we have. It's 3.2. And I need to change it for this part too. 3.2 centimeter, and I think if we click on apply, we can see them perfectly next to each other. If you want, you can also change the thickness. I feel like it is too much for this part. 1 is maybe enough. Yes, however, it is looking weird. Let's go with 15, click on apply it. Because we have this radius in here, it won't let us to create it the exact way we want. We need to like change the parameters there. I'm going to put this back on 2, and maybe we can change this radius in here too. I think this will fix it. Click on apply. Yes, I'm going to click on OK, and I think if we move it a little bit inside and change the angle to maybe 30, click on apply and OK, we could have a perfect slide in front of our window this way. Of course, we need to like measure the height to maybe we need 20 or 30 centimeter less than this. I'm going to measure this window. Its height should be in this part. If we go to the edit type, the height window is 1.2, and I'm going to set it exactly for these sections. If we go to edit type, the height, we can set it with the same value. Click on OK, and now it is perfectly fit in its place. So this was the fully parametric partition that we created together. I understand that it might be a little bit challenging, but you can simply create it the exact way that I did. You can create different shapes for its profile. You can create it in different shapes for different forms, and you can use it the exact way that I did in different sections with different materials. So thank you so much for watching until now, and I will see you next time.